Hey, everybody. Hi, can you guys hear me? How's it going? And welcome to a Nick's Live. It's been a second. It has been a second. Hey, Goobs. How's it going? Hello, 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 hello. And hello, YouTube, as we're doing things on YouTube, too. Today, we're going to have a stacked show. We're going to be announcing the winners for the Path of Exile Nick's League, basically, which happened over the past month. We've all been playing and having a good time. Thanks, Kurzad, for the sub, because of course. And yeah, I hope you guys are all right. It's good to see you. You guys hear me okay? Of course. Yeah, okay, perfect, perfect. So, yeah, as you can see, the league has ended. You cannot create characters in it anymore. Oh, well, that means we need to migrate. Migrate this character to the league shown above. Yep, it has to go to Necropolis. There you go. But it is fun to have a quick look. Things have been crazy. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We'll save it. We'll save it. It's okay. But yeah, we've done so much. And we've gone so far. Is it a really bad thing if I haven't migrated at all? Oh, well. It's okay. Is it because of all the stuff we have? Oh, well. Yes. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. We've got so much to talk about today, and I'm very excited to be talking about the winners. We're going to be having a look at the winners today, which is very, very exciting. Okay. Now I get it. Migrate. Oh, there we go. All done. Okay, so who's ready to figure out the winners? We have quite a few to have a look at. So let's go ahead and check it out. So if I go to Nick's League, hey, there we go. There we go. So let's talk about the things that we need to sort out today in terms of, like, what are we winning today is the question. What are people going to be winning today? And the answer is that a lot of people have participated in this league, and a lot of people have gotten tickets, right? So do you guys remember what there was up for grabs? There were 10 raccoons, or francs, depending on how you want to talk about it. There was 20 Affliction mystery boxes given to us by Path of Exile, GGG. Thank you very much to those people. They were great. And of course, the big thing, I think, is the 20 physical divination cards. That's right, we have physical divination cards, and there's going to be a little signature on the back. And these all come with handwritten cards. I bought extra cards, like, like thank you cards, just to say thank you to the winners. And yeah, there you go. All right, so this is the stream is just going to be that. We're just going to get the winners, figure out who wins. We've got a really good setup here. Let me show you guys what we've got set up. Take this off, and here it is. Click to spin. So how does it work? Well, everybody who entered the league and who did stuff and finished a campaign got points, right? And Namorga, our very good moderator, she took care of counting all the points, all the tickets. So every time you validated a challenge, wait, let me just open the challenge in a different page so I can have a look at them. There you go. Every time you completed one of the challenges, and there were quite a lot of them as Nem kept adding and adding and adding, well, you got a ticket. And this ticket led to this wheel in front of you. So everybody who's got at least one ticket is on this wheel. And we are going to be spinning the wheel one at a time to figure out who wins what. So, as an example, for the raccoons, for our good friend Frank, we're going to be spinning it once. We're going to be taking the name, and we're going to be taking them out from that round. And then we'll keep going for 10 times. And I'm going to write those 10 names down, and then I'm going to put them back into the wheel, and we'll spin for the affliction boxes. So that means that a person can potentially get multiple rewards, not of the same kind, but multiple rewards nonetheless. Also, whenever you are picked, I remove 1.1 ticket from the draw. So if you had 10 tickets and you win a raccoon, you will have 9 tickets for the affliction boxes. All right, makes sense? So shall we get started? Let's try you. Oh, Kurzad pinged me on Discord with 2 interesting data sets. Let's have a quick look at that. 2 data sets for the private league. Here we go. 677 unique accounts, 920 created characters. That is amazing. Next time we'll hit that 1,000 with 920 created characters. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely my pleasure to do this, to organize this. A huge thanks to Kurzad and Nemorga, who really have been running this league while I've been just playing and streaming and stuff like that. So thank you to them and to all the community and to Ojan also for our artwork and our divination cards. Okay, so there is an ad break, so I'm just going to wait for that ad break. Let me know when that's done, and then we'll just jump in and we can do it. Donkey Ham Pins Pizza is on the winning list, of course. All right, so yeah, if you have any anecdotes from the league, I'd love to hear from them. Obviously, we have this tracking sheet, which I'm looking at. You can see it on screen here. Oh my goodness, it's big. The top 10. Actually, we should probably talk about the top 10 real quick. Should I just share my screen? Let me just share my screen. How does that work? Twitch PoE, is that the one? Yeah, there we go. So this is the tracking sheet. And if I zoom in here a bit, some folks have got up to 73 tickets this time around. Bob App came number 1, Jackie, Colberg, Goblin Slayer, Ryan, Santer, Tim Tom, Jings, Joshine, and Unprox with 32, which is insane. Absolutely insane. And of course, out of the 670 unique accounts and unique accounts, we have 152 who have at least 1 ticket, which is interesting. Thanks, Kramer, for the 3 months. Thank you very much. All right. That's enough talking. I think it's time for us to spin the wheel. You guys ready? So we are spinning for raccoons. We're going to spin this 10 times. Here we go. First winner. Tick, 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 tick. Let's go. Oh, tiny. Cheezoid. Well done, Cheezoid. You're going to be hidden from the next round. Well done, Cheezoid. Cheezoid just won. Is that you, Cheesecake? Cheezoid, you just won. You got the coon. Yeah, you did. Well done. I'm going to be giving codes, by the way. I'll be contacting you on Discord. Well done. You've just got Frank. Let's continue. Pedro. Ooh, no surprise. It's probably Jackie. Well done, Jackie. You just got franked. That's the second franked. Let's go for the third one. It's a great start. Jackie, you just got Frank. I hope you don't already have his brother Frank. Aponzus is the third person to get Frank. Well done, Aponzus. You get a free Frank. And our fourth spin today. Oh, someone with little to no tickets, maybe? Well done. This is, I believe, number 4. Yep. All right, 6 more. Let's go. And Lord Hellrain himself. You just got the 5th Frank. Is this a Frank family? Is this multiple Franks? Or is this brothers and sisters and fathers of Frank? Are we cloning Frank? Who knows? And the next person to win a Frank is that night guy. Well done, that night guy. Let's go. Let's go for number 7. Number 7 with the free raccoon. With the free Frank. It is Carlberg. No surprise there. Lots of tickets. Let's go. Number 8. There's a Frank in all of us. And we've got also Nokak with a very, very heavy amount of tickets there. Although not quite like Bob. Let's go. boy. It's given to Santer 1308. Well done, Santer. And the last raccoon that I have to give, the last Frank. Here we go. The last Frank for the league. Ooh. You just got franked. Ooh, someone with a little amount of tickets. It's Poner Mobile. Did he play on his phone? Who knows? Let's go. All right. So now that that's done, I can actually... So the way I'm going to do this is I've got everybody's names. There you go. I've got 10 names. So I'm going to put them on Discord so I can remind myself of them. Awesome. And now I have the very exciting job to go one by one. Bear with me. And to add these people back in, take one ticket away. Not bad. Jackie. So the way it works is you have, if you had 10 tickets and you won a Frank, you now get one less. Jackie with the 64 tickets now down to 63. Aponzus is the next on the list. Aponzus with one ticket and they got a Frank. How about that? So I guess we're going to remove Aponzus completely. Yeah, that ticket is gone. And now... Next on the list, Dan Grogog had 8 tickets, now down to 7. That Night Guy also, 26 from 27. Lord Hellrain, let's go. 148 entries. Oh boy, that's a lot, you guys. A lot. 148 people who had at least one ticket. That Night Guy, I think I just did that one. Carlberg, what a name. Reminds me of a beer, but with a K. Carlberg, 61 tickets, Carlberg. You now have 60. And moving on, we have Nokak. Nokak. And Nokak has how many tickets? How many tickets for Nokak? 22 down to 21. Santer 1308. Let's go. Santer 1308. Had 43 tickets and now down to 42. Poner Mobile. I think they didn't have a lot, did they? Let's have a look. This is the last one. Poner Mobile had 9 tickets down and now 8 tickets. All right. And I just spun. That means we've just started again. And this is for the Affliction Box. We now have Affliction Boxes. And well done, Joshheim, for your Affliction Box. Check your Discord. I'll be getting in contact with you very, very soon. Well done, Joshheim. Here we go again. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, no. I was going to say low amount of numbers, but no. Santer 1308 won themselves an Affliction Box and a Frank. Jesus, some people have all the luck. Nothing for Bob yet. Let's go. And just as I said it. Is that Bob? Yes, Bob. Well done, Bob. You got yourself a free Affliction Box. And we spin to continue. Joshheim, Santer, Bob. Just gonna write that down on Discord so I don't forget. Tranquil Chaos. Ooh, Tranquil Chaos didn't have many tickets, but they have won themselves an Affliction Box. Well done, Tranquil Chaos. Let's go. So how many of these do we have to give? I believe, excuse me, as I'm looking through the numbers. I think it's 20. Is it 20? So we're just going to keep going. Yeah, 20 Affliction Boxes to give. Wow, we have a lot to go through then. Giggle. Well done, Giggle. I'm going to keep rolling. Everybody loves a good, good roll. And Frogmaster. Well done, Frogmaster. And thank you so much for playing the league. The Affliction Boxes raffles have 20 raffles. And we are currently on number 6, so this is number 7. Tobias147, congratulations. You just got yourself a box. There is a lot of spinning. Just look at the sky. And, oh, did somebody already win this? Frederick Stenberg has won themselves an affliction box. Actually, that reminds me. There you go. Affliction box on the top left. Let's go again. And this time, who's winning the affliction box? I feel like I'm at a like an outside raffle of some sorts, like a circus. Well done, Bakaya Yama. You just won yourself an affliction box. Let's keep going. Let's go. And that's gonna be just a tiny amount of tickets. Bandik. How do I pronounce that? Bandik. Well done, Bandik. And this one does not count. So I'm going to hide the screen. There we go. I rolled one too many times. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. We still have 9 more. Scott McDoot, well done. You just got yourself an affliction box. Let's go. Thanks for coming, Shade. And that was number 11. So now it's number 12. Neurotic. GG, Neurotic. This is going to take me forever. It's a filter after this. Thanks for the sub. Let's go. Ooh, someone with not a lot of points. No. Here we go. It is a Buenosaur. I saw this person in chat, I feel. Buenosaur, you just won yourself an affliction box. Let's go. And Bratum, thank you so much for the subscription. Nom, nom, nom. Thank you. All right. Let's continue. Number 14. You are about to win yourself an affliction box. Spin to win. Ooh, it's one of our big players. It is Karlberg. GG, Karlberg. GG. You got yourself an affliction box. And now. Oh, someone with a low amount of tickets. And we've got. Ooh, a tiny one. Brasnar. Did they win earlier on? I can't remember. Well done, Brasnar. Well done. Yeah, we're spinning for loot boxes. This is the ultimate gamba. Another Klingon plug for sure. Alamut 15, please. You just won an affliction box. GG. Oh boy. And number 27. Well, sorry, 17. Ojan! Well, how about that? Well done, Ojan. You just won yourself an affliction box. Ojan is our very talented artist who made the Divination cards. I'm very happy for them to win. Well done. You got yourself an affliction box. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, tiny amount of tickets. Participate. Whoever's name is participated, you just won. Well done. And this is number 29. Let's go. Ooh, big bucks, big bucks. Who's that? Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer. GG, Goblin Slayer. Slayer? Goblin Player? Goblin Slayer. And this is going to be our last affliction box to give. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Spin to win the last affliction box. Oh, there we go. Anonardorvar. GG, guys. GG. Well, there you go. That's it. So let me... That's for the affliction boxes. So just give me a second. And I will figure this out. Okay, so that's center. Sorry, I'm doing all this by hand, so there's a lot of copy and pasting going on. You're not careful, I might give someone something they didn't actually earn. All right, Lejosheim. Oh, no, oh, that was not good. That was not good. Okay, let's go the other way around. So, Lejosheim, take that person. So that person had 34 tickets, and now you have 33. Santer had 42 tickets, and now they have 41. Bobab. Bobab had 73 tickets, of course. 72 tickets. Tranquil Chaos. Tranquil Chaos has 11, and now has 10. Giggles. Giggles with the 11. Down to 10. Frogmaster. 10 down to 9. Tobias, 15 down to 14 tickets. Frederick, 29 down 1. That's 28. Bakage, 10 tickets. You now have 9. Bandic. Oh, God. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I need to hide that. That doesn't count. You didn't see it. Oh, it's me. I won. Hey, how about that? How about that? Huh? How about that? It's just so easy to spin if you're not careful. Okay, Bandic, the best name out there. 23 goes down to 22. Scoot McDoot is back in with 10. Yep. Neurotic, cool name. I can relate. 14 from 15. Buenosaur, again, 24 becomes 23. Karlberg, 60 tickets down to 59. Well done for 60 tickets, though. Oh, loud. 10 tickets, Brasnar. Now 9. Nearly at the end, guys. Bear with me, and then we will get to potentially the most exciting part of all of this. Ojan got 13 tickets and now has 12. Participated, had 3 tickets and now has 2. Goblin Slayer had 55. GG, 55 tickets. It's not the tickets we have, it's the tickets in our heart. That's all I have to say. Okay, and I'm just checking some stuff here. Aponzus is out of the game. Yeah, and Anwar. Okay, we're good. We're good. So those were loot boxes. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for potentially the thing I'm the most excited about. It's the divination cards. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, as a reminder, because I think it's kind of crazy that we did this, people, the 20 lucky winners are about to be selected to get an absolute physical divination card the size of my hand. They're huge, they're big, they come with a protective sleeve, and they come with a thank you card with a handwritten note by myself to say thank you. All right. All right. Let's go. I'm going to put this divination card. Maybe I'll just put it in the back there. Just a second. Boop, boop. There you go. Just put it in the back. Put it in the back. Put it in the back. Oh, that's too far. All right, there we go. The divination card. It's time to roll for the divination card. Remove Ojan from the list. Yes, I do need to remove Ojan from the list because Ojan is getting one of these default because Ojan actually made the card, so it makes sense that I actually have to take him off the list. Thank you, Nem. He made the card, so he's getting one. There you go. All right. That doesn't mean there's 19 cards, by the way. Just let me tell you. I've made a couple extra for the mods and Ojan. All right. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. First roll for the physical divination card. Let's go. I'm sweating profusely. I hope our big tickets can win them, and it's gonna go to Glib Tiger is the first winner of a physical divination card. GG, Glib. GG. Out of 148 people, you won that. Let's go! And our big ticket winner here is Night Bunny with the second divination card. Let's go! And continuing on that trend. Oh my god, someone with like 1 ticket! Sushi94 just won themselves a physical card. GG. Let's continue. 30, so that means I gotta go up to 50. Okay, so this was our 4th winner. And a big ticket holder here. Big ticket holder. Unprox. GG, Unprox. GG. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Ooh, small ticket. Small ticket. Axepsilon. GG, Axepsilon. You just got yourself a physical divination card. And the next winner on the list is big ticket holder, the one and only Carl Berg. GG, Carl. GG. I think we've got Carl Berg in chat. GG. Let's keep going. Let's go. Oh my god, another tiny ticket. Oh no. Mata 2087. GG. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, big ticket, big ticket. It's Goblin, I think. It's all fuzzy. It's Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer, let's go. Well done, Goblin Slayer. You got yourself a physical ticket. Let's go. Oh, the names aren't readable, by the way. Like, even I can't read them. It's not your connection. You're all good. Let's go. Big ticket holder, the one and only Bob. It makes sense, Bob. Number one in all this. He has won himself a physical card. GG. I'll put a little kiss on that one. Good job, Bobby. Good job. Let's go. He really earned it for sure. And this is our 11th winner. We're halfway there. Tin Vice 123. Well done. Well done. And let's go, let's go, let's go. Big tickets, big tickets. We've got Lomarin. GG Lomarin. Let's go. Come on, big ticket. Although the big tickets are actually kind of out of it now. It's middle tickets that are winning, which is good. Everybody has a chance, and I like that. Neledriel, the sister of Galadriel, just won themselves a physical card. GG. Okay, number 14, physical card. Rail chess. It's chess on rails. Well done. You got yourself a physical divination card. Let's go. Next on the list to win is Holy Taco Bar. I hope you've opened a bar. That's called the Holy Taco. Moving on. It's getting smaller and smaller, and here we go. We've got 5 more to give. 5 more physical cards. I really wish I could give one to all of you. Trust me. Ooh! Oh my god! Another small winner. Anfarius, well done. Anfarius, you just won yourself a divination card. Whoever is there, I don't know who that is. All right, here we go. Hey, we got the right in chat. GG. That is number 17. And number 17 is going to Smoke app. Okay. GG. And let's go. The wheel is getting smaller and smaller. The big tickets are under, and now, oh, we got medium tickets. Medium tickets here. They deserve it. It's Luca, 8846. GG, you just got yourself a physical card. All right, we've got 2 more to give. We've got 2 more to give. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. Number 19 goes to Blossom. Let's go, Blossom. Well done. Jesus, Bob, 10 days playtime. You deserve that, raccoon. You really do. All right, 1 more. This is the last one. This is the last one. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Before we do this, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for participating. Let's get going. Woo! It's the last divination card, and it's going to go to someone with a few tickets, and it's going to NCC 1709. Oh, I know you. GG. GG. GG, NCC. GG. You get the last card. GG, guys. Oh, Tim Tom, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for playing, though. It's about the memories we make along the way. That's what it's all about, isn't it? NCC. All right. So I've got my list of 50. Well, I've got 50 winners, basically. So how is that? What does that look like? Tranquil Chaos? Is that the one? I'm just going to write these all down. You will be receiving a fantastic little message from me. Anona? Where are you, Anona? Nona. Oh, there you go. Ooh. Right. I've got all the winners. That's awesome. All right. That's perfect. Well done. GG for winning that. You're a legend. I'm going to write these all down later. But in the meantime, let's play a bit of Path of Exile. And we can just have a little chat. I want to have a little chat with you guys. How are you guys doing? It's been kind of a crazy, crazy time really doing all this. Oh, I should actually mention one more thing. So, one more thing I wanted to make sure is that we had an influx, obviously, of donations. Thank you very much. And at the end of the day, we had another league. No. We had another $100 basically extra on top of everything that we needed. So we had a chat. Wait, let me just go back to this for a second. We had a chat with the moderators, and we kind of were thinking like, okay, where is that going to go? And I had many ideas, and basically what I settled on is that we are going to be making a donation to Miko on screen, who is in a animal sanctuary, which contains a raccoon sanctuary, basically. So the rest of that money is going to go straight into the keeping the life and preserving raccoons in the UK, well, helping them anyway, in this sanctuary. So there you go. I'll be posting a proof of that on Discord in the following days. But yeah, that's basically the idea. We're going to be giving that money to a raccoon sanctuary instead of like other digital goods or whatever. It feels good to end on a positive for this league. We did a lot of digital stuff, obviously, and we all played together and made new friends, which is awesome. But it's also even nicer to have a real world impact on the lives of raccoons in the UK. So there you go. Nix, can you recount the number of bucks? Okay, yeah, did I miss one? Are we missing one? Potentially. Div cards, thanks, Nem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's fine. It's just like starts here. All good. We got them all. I think. Starts here. There you go. We got them all. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then div cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? Oh, it seems like there's one div card that we didn't count. Huh. I guess there might be another chance. Yeah, Goblin Slayer, you won a bunch of stuff. Well done. Okay. Can I get my good folk, my good moderators, to check the number of div cards, please? Ojan's div card is on top of that. So we should have basically like 10 raccoons, 20 affliction boxes, and 20 physical divination cards. Yeah, I counted 19. All right, so that means we have one more. Well, how about that? Shall we run the numbers one more time? One more time, guys. Let's go. Let's go, baby. It's going to be a tiny ticket holder. It is our good friend Eerie. I'm sorry, Eerie. I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry, Tim. It's all right. Eerie has been added. Well done. Well done, Eerie. Woo! All right, perfect. So, as I mentioned, the rest of the $100 that we had in the pot, which amounts to about £70, are going to be to sponsor a raccoon in a raccoon sanctuary called Hopefield. It's an animal sanctuary. Maybe one day I'll make my way down there and take a picture or something with the raccoon. But the food is going to be, the money is going to be used for food and water and shelter. So there you have it. All right, awesome. Let's play. So yeah, we've got another 20 minutes to chill out together. I want us to, talk about the league. Obviously, if you had a good time, let me know. If you have any feedback, you can also leave it. We're gonna have like a Google Doc for that. So there's plenty of stories. So I haven't touched this character in a couple days. So why don't we just like try a few maps or something? Oh boy, it's still Necropolis. Oh, never mind. Oh, I need to turn on Awakened and all that. Oh my god, I have passive skill. Oh my, I haven't seen this and I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. Oh boy. Oh, I guess there you go. Delirium. Why not? Oh, it's nice to be back actually. Oh, Tim got friends. That's cool. I'm happy you had fun. I'm sorry you didn't get to win anything, but that's the game, baby. That's the game. So Atlas Skill Tree 3. Is that the one I have right now? I guess it is. And it specializes in... Oh, this is the one. Right. I remember this, I think. Do I? Do I remember this? This is the Eater of Worlds one, isn't it? With maps, and it's all about maps. Oh my god, it's been a second. Let me check the stash real quick. So... can I... Guild stash? We still have stuff here? What's going on in here? Oh, there's maps for days. I've done most of these, except this one, the Shrine. Oh, boy. And exposure, vulnerability. Do I need any of this? Avoid poison, bleeding. Oh, my God. I feel really out of my depth right now. Currency, remove only. That's fine. Fail this. Oh, my God. Exposure, maximum resistance. This is going to suck, but I'll just jump in and see how we do. What about all these? Yeah, I think we're okay. Right. That's how we move. Yeah, put the thing down. Oh my god, it's been a second. All right. Let's just try it. Let's just jump in. I would like the Eater of Words, please, because I enjoy that. Let's go. Additional Chaos Orb. How about that? Do I have any rats? I feel like this is what I would do. Rats. Oh my god. All right, let's just jump in. I should have done an easier one, really. There we go. It's been a second. Oh, of course we got Delirium. Yes, I play Righteous Fire. Okay, go. Wait, what's going on? What's going on? I've effed myself in the butt, haven't I? What did I do? What are the modifiers on this map? Less recovery. Well, there you go. That's what you get. Great start to all this, isn't it? It's all right. Let me just try a dumb one just to get back into it, if that's all right. Let's just no. Missing some passives, I think. You reckon? Let me just jump in this for a second. Let's see. It's been a second. Let's try it. No regen on the map. There you go. That was the problem. Thank you. How do you guys see that so quick? You guys are... There we go. And you put the things down and you move with this. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I remember this. I know this game. I've played this before. I think like what some of the highlights of this league for me has just been like, especially at the beginning, we had so many people interested and I wasn't expecting that. I remember like... Kazad and Namorga just sending me messages being like, "Hey, my god, there's so many people," and that was fun to see. Like all the enthusiasm towards playing a private league. I didn't know anything about private leagues until Nem and Kazad were like, "You should do the thing." Oh, Moonstone Ring. All right. And I'm happy I did. I really am. That was good. What? Oh my god! After playing Diablo, I feel like I need to zoom out like a lot. I need to zoom out right now, but I can't. It was also amazing to see the amount of people who were participating in all this stuff. And not only that, but like the amount of generosity that we got through donations, which paid for everything that, you know, the winning stuff, and, you know, the charity foundation stuff, and also sending all these divination cards. That is actually where most of the money is going, is like sending these cards around the world to about 25 people. That is a cost. So yeah, that's all covered by the league, which means it's cost no money for the organizers, and it's just been fun for everybody, and that's thanks to the generosity of the community. So, you know, it just can't be beat. You just can't beat the Path of Exile community, except when you bring up Diablo, but I mean, that's another thing. I know. I'm curious of what kind of league we're going to be starting ever again next, you know, next league, next event. What is actually going to be the next thing that we should be expecting from the good people at GGG. I'm hoping for something a bit vampiric, because I love vampires, as you know. But yeah, who knows? There might be something else. We'll have to see. But yeah, that'd be very exciting for me. I want vampires. I want Dracula. I want Alucard. I want new hideouts with like vampire stuff. Maybe I've been playing a lot of V Rising recently, and that's the reason. I mean, that is completely acceptable, right? I mean, it's just the way it is. Or maybe we could get something a bit like the Lands Between. How about that? Something a bit Elden Ring focused, you know? What does that even mean? I don't know. Maybe like a bossing league? That'd be awesome. Give me Marika in Path of Exile. That'd be fun. That would be fun. Do I want to sell these? I don't know. We're not doing this for anything really. I'll pick up the currency. Why not? That'll be fun. But yeah, it's kind of been an absolute joy to play Path of Exile with you guys, and, you know, to figure out videos, discover new creators. It's been so much fun. Hoping that next league is not craft focused. Yeah, yep, you and me both. I don't think I can deal with crafting. I think I can do, you know, a bossing league would be good, or like some kind of, I don't know. What about something lore related potentially? Who knows? A big mover and shaker? I don't know. It all depends also, because they're going to be releasing, obviously, Path of Exile 2. Like, that's been delayed, right? So, like, next year or something along those lines. So, like, is there going to be an event that ties both of them together? Does that make sense? That would be sick, wouldn't it? Like, I would really like that, obviously. But I don't know. I'm very curious. I need to remember what the lore is in terms of, like, the end of where we're at right now. There's something to read into, really. Map complete. All right, now back to understanding of the maps. A fracturing of reality into Path of Exile. You know, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm kind of burnt out on, oh my God, I forgot items. Jesus, how much did I forget in the last couple of days? Yeah, I'm kind of done with, like, multiverses. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm really burned out on multiverses. So what I would really want is not that. Just give me something that's not a multiverse, something a bit more, I don't know, you know, something a bit more doable for me. Something that's in the current timeline. It would kind of make sense if Path of Exile 2 happens in a completely different country or continent than Rayclast, because they're both supposed to be running concurrently, right? Parallel to each other. That's what they've said anyway. So that means that Path of Exile 1 is still going to be getting seasons, while Path of Exile 2 is also going to be getting seasons, which means that there is an opportunity for both of the lore of both of these games to continue parallel to each other. So yeah, I kind of hope it's going to happen in a different place. Damages lightning. That's not too bad. Oh, player cannot regenerate life. That's not happening. Let's just remove that. Well, we're just going to re-roll it. Goatmen. Yes. Cold? Okay, that's all right. Less recovery rate of life. I think that's okay. I can't remember. Is it recovery that we get as life? So much. All right. Okay. Skeletons. Yep, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Let's go. Let's go. Give it to me. Eater of Worlds. I'm down. Go. I mean, it's Eater of Worlds. No, not world. That's a good point. That's a very good point. So yeah, potentially something. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I want them to kind of start over. not necessarily on the lore, but maybe take like a step instead of its step. Oh Jesus, I'm taking damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I thought I was powerful. What happened to that? I think it's all this damage is lightning or stuff. I can't remember. Oh my god. Just stand still. Stand still. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of want to see what they could do with potentially take. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Just kind of giving us a parallel step in the lore, meaning that they just take a chance and they go in a different direction than what we're expecting. I think the problem with the lore right now is that it's kind of scattered, and it feels a bit like a history class at the moment. Yeah, I'm not playing this. That's not possible. Well, don't click on it. It feels a bit more like a history class than it should at the moment. Does that make sense? Like you're reading. It's a bit the problem that was what was it called? What was it called? What was it called? Jesus Christ, I should know this. It doesn't matter. Any game that has basically like too many whatchamacallit, too many logbooks, you know, when you get all your lore from the logbooks, it's kind of a bummer. And the one I'm thinking about here is Destiny. There you go. I knew it started with a D. Destiny, when it came out, had a lot of really good lore, but it came through like logbooks and stuff like that. I feel like they shouldn't move past that. One of the great things about another game that I'm playing that I can't tell you the name of because it's super secret. No, it's not. Is like this idea of voice acted quest lines, like fully voice acted. And I know they do their best. Obviously, GG has everybody voice line, which is great, but something more immersive would be hella fun. So yeah, I want that. Unless there's a chance to avoid pass, fine. Oh, I don't know about this one. I need something easy. Give me something easy, dudes. Easy. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, if you've got any questions for me. Wait, I can't use this. Currency officer. Oh, this is not mine, is it? It's the guild's. I'm stealing from the guild again. Totems. Oh, this is not too bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Okay, so. Oh my god. That's so the physical damage is cold is probably gonna F me in the bud, but let's go. Let's try that. Wait, this is 13. I should be that's a bit weird. Why does he have no interest in this map? Map tier 13. Oh, okay. Weird. The bots found you. Yeah, for sure. Less there's less recovery on this one? Yeah. Never mind. Jesus, the amount of reading. Let's go back to the guild stash. Yeah, so as I said, sidestep that. Give us potentially new shores to explore would be good. And then what we want is Easter eggs. That's what I want. I want Easter eggs, like to kind of to serve the people who know, you know, the people who know what they're talking about. I think that would be a good shout. Did I really unlock all these? I don't feel like I did. Maps. Did I do all these? Huh, I guess I did. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's do this one. Let's do a unique. It's been a while. Let's go! Have you played Titan Quest? It's got some nice Easter eggs. No, I haven't. I heard it's good, though. I heard it's really good. Yeah, I played Destiny, but the lore is completely fractured. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, maybe fix that somehow. That'd be good. I want something... And... Oh, I don't know how I feel about... Something I've been... In another game I've been revisiting, something that has really marked me as like something I really like is the open world aspect of things. And I think I'm just going to be like pushing obviously in the wrong direction, potentially to the wrong crowd here, but like an open world kind of thing, like a much more open world thing could work. It wouldn't work though. Path of Exile is just too segmentized and it's too... You know, it's all about the level you're in right now, and you have these loading screens and all that. Are they going to keep that going? It feels so 2000s, you know? But at the same time, I get why they would have to, because, well, it makes sense. If you want to have modifiers on each instance, then you need the instance to be separate. I don't know. You know, I've played a lot of like, I've played a lot of games, and I've played a lot of live service games, and it's a bit weird because these guys at GGG, they've done live service things, right? We do have a very expensive battle pass, right? That is a thing that we have and that we can work towards, which is a live service feature. But they've kind of applied it to a non-live service game, because this is not a live service game, because it was built when live service games were just not a thing. So the question is, are they going to be more open to that with the next game? And should they be more open to that? I mean, it has all the markings of a, you know, live service game. It's free to play. It's got excessively expensive like microtransactions, you know, like we're not too far away from that. They do seasons. I don't know. Like, is it possible for them to potentially think about a battle pass that's not that as expensive? And also, I love battle passes that reward players for doing mundane things. I think a battle pass should start where the casual gamer starts, you know. Give me a finished a campaign award or something like that, like on the battle pass. I think that would make sense. Stuff like that, you know. There's lots to think about. How does the D4 open world feel? Never played. Yeah, like Diablo 3, just less loading, I guess. Yeah, it's just the big thing, I guess, from Diablo 4 is the fact that you see other players, and a lot of people don't necessarily need or like that in their ARPGs, and I think that is absolutely fair. I don't think everybody should have, like, not everybody needs to have to see other players to have a good time. Like, think about it really. Like, the only times an MMORPG has felt like an MMORPG is when you've had to group with the people and talk and stuff like that. Most of World of Warcraft stopped feeling like an MMORPG when they added the loot finder, but it probably exploded the amount of people that played that game because it's just like a quality of life improvement, literally. So to go back to Diablo 4, I'm a person who really does enjoy the fact that you see other players, but I also see these as like completely unnecessary, right? Just completely unnecessary. You don't group up, you don't really talk, you might emote here and there, but there's something about making the world feel lived in, which I really like at the same time. And, you know, world events is actually something I dig. I mean, it's not like Helldivers where we're all working towards this main thing and it's going to change the face of Sanctuary, which, take notes, Blizzard, if you're listening. But yeah, it's still good to be like kicking world bosses ass, you know, as a group, I think. And I do enjoy that. I'd like to see more of that. But at the same time, I understand how that might be a really big misstep for Path of Exile 2, to be honest with you. I really do. There would be an always online thing that they'd have to implement, you know. It's a lot. It's a lot that potentially they don't want to do, which is fine, which I think is actually smart. They need to do their own thing at the same time. Maybe they would add a group finder, potentially. I mean, how do you find groups at the moment on Path of Exile? You just don't. It's not really marketed as a multiplayer game that much, even though most of the top players play in groups, right? And they try to break all the rules and all that. Break all the games, sorry, not the rules. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't remember fighting this person before. This is interesting. What do we do? What do we do? What is this? We're also not taking any damage really right now. Ooh, that's painful. There's a message town and oh, right. The message town. I remember actually on my very first Path of Exile video, I was like, oh, penis is looking for someone. It is a bit of a shit show. I'd love achievement cosmetics like more than the challenges. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. I think working towards small goals is good. And I think a bit more hand-holding would actually help the longevity of the player base in this game. When you look at like what makes me want to stay, I'm talking about me here, not everybody else, but like what makes me want to stay in a game are little goals that I can achieve. When I used to play World of Warcraft back in like Wrath of the Lich King, my goals would be set by myself based on what I would see people wearing gear-wise. Like, you would walk through Dalaran and somebody would be wearing an insane piece of gear and you'd be like, that's what I want to work towards, right? And I wish we could go back to those days, although I think that's that is long gone. But, you know, you get me. You know where I'm coming from, right? And I definitely believe, as people are mentioning in the chat here, that like Path of Exile is the hardcore ARPG, and yeah, they should. Whoa, Jesus! I think they should probably stay focused on that. What? I don't remember fighting this guy. Oh, let's go back. Yeah, I can tell this is... So what makes this game hardcore? Is it the difficulty? Not really. I mean, if you grind it out, you could, you know, if you grind it out, you could figure this game out. Like, this game doesn't necessarily have... Actually, I'm saying this while I'm getting pummeled by this guy who's, like, literally... like, it's a skill issue we're having here. I'm also not paying, like, the most attention. But, as I was saying, I think it's... Yeah, the hardcore part of this, for me, comes from the time spent rather than the skill level, he says. Well, he's getting absolutely pummeled by another boss. Like, if you spend enough time in this game, I guess it's a bit like World of Warcraft. Is World of Warcraft considered a hardcore game? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to think about here. But I am enjoying all of it. All of it. It's like... Diablo wouldn't be considered a hardcore game. What makes Diablo a casual game is the question compared to Path of Exile. Probably right now, the ease, I guess, the oh, Jesus, sorry, just give me a second. The accessibility of the game might go against it at the moment. Sorry, just a second. Sorry, just a second. Just a second. Fuck. Ah, there you go. We're still good. Yeah, I would say... Hey, I did the thing. I'd say in terms of accessibility, Diablo has a lot of things going for it. And it maybe, I'd say most people would consider it like maybe a bit too simple right now. Which I can't. I don't need this. Which I can't. I really can't fight. Like, it's true. It's true that Diablo 4 is just a butter smooth experience right now in terms of leveling it up. And, well, this is not. But this has such a core audience that keeps the game going. Compared to, like, basically every other game I've played recently, where this community is like no other community, literally. Is this any good? Oh, 10 chaos, not bad. At 10 chaos, end of season. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. What about the stats on this? Toll strike. Yeah, not great. So there's obviously a lot to kind of chew through, you know, but I am interested in all of it. I'm very curious to see where Path of Exile goes, because they really need to find... really needs to figure out what their gist is going to be. I think they've already figured it out for Path of Exile 1, but what about Path of Exile 2? Considering they're keeping both games going at the same time, right? That's kind of crazy if you ask me. So, yeah, what does it mean? What does it mean? Does it mean that potentially Path of Exile 1 just sticks to its audience? Would that make sense? And based on that, Path of Exile 2 becomes the buttery smooth, kind of not a lot of friction experience that we've come to expect from Diablo 4 at the moment? Potentially, you know? Oh, yes, explosions, finally. I've been missing the explosions. PoE people are built different. Big brain. Yeah, I think it scratches an itch in a lot of people that I wouldn't be able to explain, but I know like Nem probably could explain it to you, or Bob, who spent 10 in-game days making sure he gets a divination card. The obvious choice would be to keep PoE 1 for hardies and making 2 more accessible. Yeah, but how is that going to go down? That's the question I have. How is that going to go down with people? You know, are people going to be excited about that? I mean, I would be very excited. I think a fresh start in the 2020s for a Path of Exile franchise would be great. And it's going to be so... Ooh, what's this? Leash of Ablation. Is that any good? Oh, okay. Oh, disconnected. Okay. Yeah, I'm... how is that going to go down? As I said, I would really welcome the opportunity for GGG to welcome new players. I think there's going to be... There's a card to play there. I lost my map. There's a card to play there for them where they need to make it... I would I would advise them, not that they would listen to me, but I would advise them to make it like just a tad more accessible than they think they should make it for day one. So they just get an influx of players with a complex endgame, I think would be good. I think that's the way to do it. It really, I don't know if it's going to feel like a continuity or if it's going to feel like a branch. Does that make sense? Like, is it going to feel like Path of Exile 2, or are people going to be reviewing it like, oh, it's not Path of Exile 2, it's Path of Exile 1.5, you know? Because I know they're reusing so many assets, right? I know that. And we also all know that they started Path of Exile 2 as a project that was supposed to be DLC, and in the end isn't going to be DLC. It's just kind of grown into its own thing called Path of Exile 2. But is it really a sequel, or is it just Path of Exile 1.5? I don't know. I don't know. You got the other way around. They're reusing PoE 2 assets in PoE 1. Oh, okay. I know that there are a few monsters in PoE 1 that are from PoE 2, which is like a funny way to do it, isn't it? I guess it's like for testing purposes. But what about... I know I saw the skill system is like different, which I'm really excited about. I feel like day one's going to be a bit wonky, to be honest with you, and that's okay. And then they can build up from there. But I really want people to just kind of like discover it for the first time and just go for it. Does that make sense? Like, I want people to be like, oh, you know, it's there. I've never tried it before. It's free to play. Why not? And then just get absolutely sucked into it. You know, because right now it's very difficult to do that. So, yeah, I really want people to enjoy it, because I think GGG as a business deserves our attention. For us gamers, you know, they deserve to be looked at and to be, I want to say, trusted. So, and you know, this is such a rare thing these days. So that's why I'm hoping they open those gates to new players, basically. And they go, hey, there's this other ARPG called Diablo 4. They do it this way. We're going to do things a bit differently. Welcome to Path of Exile 2. And maybe like the 1 to whatever, the campaign is like a fun kind of like chill experience with like some drama also. I think Diablo 4 did a really good job with like kind of upping the stakes-ish. Although I think the ending could have used a bit of tweaking, like a bit more time in the oven. But yeah, we need stakes basically. And I want to see... that. You know what? I know they're probably not promoting, like, they're probably not putting budget in this, because I know that most players just don't give a shoot. But, like, give me cinematics. Give me actual story cinematics for the story. Skippable, of course, but, like, give me some voice-acted cinematics that bring us down to the level of the NPCs. Because during the whole game, we're just looking at them from the top, and it kind of distances us from the story, from the characters, you know? Day one will be bonky. That's what bet is for. Yeah, I think they talked about lastly being kind of using some features from Path of Exile 2. Yeah. Thing about Path of Exile 2 is there are already tons of footage out there from various events, so we have a clear view of what the things look like at the moment. Yeah, for sure. And there'll be more coming, you know, as we go along. I mean, it's what's great is that they've been really open to the fact that they want to work with, like, the experts in their game, right? Those streamers that spend their whole life playing this. Like, it just makes sense that they would bring these guys on for that reason. And where I need to go around again. So they are listening, if that makes sense, and I really appreciate that. And I hope we get to see more of that. And I'm also really curious, as like, there's probably a few people at GGG who like play Diablo 4, and I want to know, like, what things are they picking up from that game and going, that's cool, that's modern, that's great, you know, we want that. And hopefully that helps them make the game that we're just going to be salivating over, basically. And I wonder also, what have they learned from Last Epoch, obviously, because Last Epoch is kind of doing its own thing, and it works really well, right? They've kind of nailed it. So yeah, what did they add to that game? Or what are they going to be, you know, what are they going to be taking from that game and being like, that's great, I want to look into that, you know? I'm very curious to see how that's going to go. They're moving towards redesigning trade because of Last Epoch. Oh, yeah, because Last Epoch did it, like, in such a unique way, right? Where they were like, oh, it's factions. It's basically like offline, not offline, group play, open trade, but masqueraded as factions, which I'm all for, by the way. Factions and having a choice in a game, to me, is one of the most powerful things a game dev can do. It's also probably one of the most complex things because the repercussions come in strings, right? There's lots of repercussions on your game story and potentially on what the player can do. But like when you look at the ending of Diablo 4, when you confront Lilith, like there are so many Lilith stands online who were just like, I want to be, you know, it has to be Lilith basically. I want to take not take care, sorry, but I want to save Lilith basically. Like I want to choose her side. And it's because she has this identity as the mother of humanity in Diablo 4. So the whole game, she's like, you're my children, right? That's her vibe. Wait, oh my God. Wait, can I actually do this? Yes, I can. So yeah, her vibe is like, I will protect you, my children. And of course she has ulterior motives, which most people didn't really get. But what does it mean? What does it mean for the player to be the son and the daughter of Lilith, basically? Well, there should be reasons. There should be a way for you to be like, yeah, because she's trying to change your mind the whole time. She's trying to kind of get you to go on her side the whole time. Do you get me? So why at the end does it make sense for our character to make that choice instead of us? What was the purpose of all those cinematics where she's like, I'm your mother, I'm here to save humanity, and then just be like, all right, we made the choice for you, by the way. You are you don't agree with her, but humanity, you're your own thing. There you go. You know, like considering like how effed up all the church and all that is, you know, the Zakarum church is at that point, it would make a lot of sense for you to kind of side with her, and that could potentially determine what your end game looks like. I don't know who did that. Well, Destiny did that pretty well, didn't they? You know, it would kind of be fun for you to save Lilith potentially at the end instead of killing her, and maybe that has a repercussion on your character, your skin, how people treat you. I know it's extra work. I get it. I'm just saying, like, wow, that would be the ultimate thing that I want, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's that. It's all about factions, is what I'm saying. Whoa, Grumpy Dane, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Kisses. It would be just a lot of fun, I think. I think there's more inspiration to be drawn from last epoch than D4. D4 is very conservative and didn't do one thing that is original. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think cinematics are pretty cool, pretty original. Yeah, true. I literally can't fight you on that one. I agree. It's like Diablo 4 gave me exactly what I thought Diablo 4 was going to be. Whoop. Why did you drink, Nyx? You are harder than usual with controversial takes. Harder than usual with my controversial takes. I think I'm like kind of like thinking of what I want out of these games as I'm playing them quite a bit, and I'm part of this group now that has a voice, so you guys all have to listen to me. So there we go. But yeah, I'm just thinking like, hey, what makes a great game for me? And it's kind of interesting because I play all the games. I love The Last of Us 1, 2. I play Doom 2016. I play Dead Space. Like, and they all really scratch an itch with me that isn't ARPG specific, right? Man, this jump is just too long. And I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know what it is. It's just a good story, a good universe. And I think there's something actually to it that has to do with like stuff that you want to pay attention to and stuff that you don't necessarily have to pay attention to. Like, I think when you're locked in during the story, that's awesome. And then when you're just like farming something towards the end game, where it's not super difficult because you've worked really hard, but it's fun. And I like that. And I also like the idea in these games. I really like the idea of playing with other people. I think playing with other people is so bloody important. Look at Helldivers recently that kind of forced people to kind of coordinate together. It's great. It was great when it came out ages ago. It's great with Helldivers too. So what makes those games great? And how can ARPGs potentially... Well, this is getting difficult. What? Oh boy. How can ARPGs reinvent themselves while looking at the successes of other games? That's where it comes from. Helldivers is a casual game with pick up and play. It is a casual game. It's actually like the definition of a casual game, I think, because as you said, it's pick up and play, which is something I really enjoy with ARPGs. I really like the ability to run a map, or to like these self-contained pieces of content, which are going to be, you know, they last like 10 to 15 minutes or whatever, and they allow me to, as someone who's got people, you know, asking for me around me during the day and stuff like that, or like in the evenings, like it's nice to be able to just be like, all right, I'm gonna like dedicate 15 to 30 minutes to this and then go from there. And Helldivers does have that, although most of the dives can go up to 40 minutes depending on your group, but it's pick up and play. And also, I mean, it rewards casual players. And also, I mean, people who play more, it makes a lot of sense, but it rewards casual players with like good microtransactions and good battle passes and accessible stuff. Like, what's not to love? I think that's the space for Diablo 4, where I think Path of Exile has a completely different space to fill. I think, you know, Path of Exile, at least the first one, is there for spreadsheets. I believe that. Spreadsheeted people. That's what I'm going to call them. The spreaders. I'm going to call them the spreaders. They just people that really, you know, they thrive on the idea of unpicking the complexities of a game that has this multiplayer aspect to it, you know. And it's weird because I do enjoy that in games like Factorio, for example, where it's quite complex in terms of like crafting and stuff like that, but it's completely different here. And you have to agree, I think, that like the great thing about this game, about GGG, actually, I'm just gonna say for GGG, is that they are really good at taking chances. They respect their audience, but they respect their intelligence also. They don't hold their hands the whole way through. They respect that most of the community will understand what it's trying to figure out, what it's trying to give to them. When you look at, I'll just, you know, Blight, for example, just feels like a massive, a massive risk, I guess, you know, because it's like, we're going to use this tower defense mechanism and we're going to be like, all right, this is it. This is what we're going to be putting in the game. And that you kind of have to deal with it. And I kind of love that. And what does it mean for us as gamers? Well, it just means that whatever they do after this is going to be completely different, you know, and they're going to take chances. And I really like that, where when it comes to Diablo 4, I know and expect that they're just going to give me potentially the same thing over and over again, you know, through the seasons, which, you know, whatever, I'm probably going to get burnt out on a lot quicker. So we'll see. It's all about trying to... Whoa. I walked in the circle. It's all about figuring out where we sit. You know what I mean? Like, where do we sit in terms of what are we expecting from these ARPGs, and what do we want these folks... What do we want these folks to do? You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. But I am really excited for the future of both these games, and I'm gonna say the 3 games. The one also that I want to keep my eye on is Grim Dawn. Like, Grim Dawn obviously has a much smaller team at the moment, but will these things just explode me right now? Wait, why can't I do my... Oh, it's Q. Yeah, these guys are dead. Yeah, Grim Dawn obviously has like this new expansion coming out, which has a North aesthetic to it, which is like, all right, 4 years too late, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I am happy that they're continuing their work. I know that studio works at a very, very, very limited capacity at the moment, so I don't know if they're going to be working on a Path of Exile, on a game the size of Path of Exile but I want them to try, potentially give us a Grim Dawn 2, you know, something a bit more pulled back potentially. I don't think that's the worst thing they could do. I think it's actually quite good. You know, I'm really curious about what they're going to do. GGG is doing Magic the Gathering style releases. Sometimes said set is not that cool. That's such a good comparison that I haven't heard yet. I really appreciate that. Like the idea that, oh, they're actually working on a different kind of, they're working like Magic the Gathering, which I am aware of, and I've played a couple of games, so I think I get the gist of it. But ooh, can I survive death and taxes? Have I made it this far into the game? Maybe not. Let's find out. I always think I'm like I figured it out, and then I just don't. All right, let's go. Kuro1234 wants to chat. I'm reading all your messages. So yeah, it's actually really interesting to think that they're releasing stuff like Magic the Gathering releases stuff. It kind of like they throw stuff at the wall and let's see what happens. Oh, Chris Wilson is a huge Magic the Gathering fan. That's cool. Hey, Carrie Joseph, subscribe to tier 3. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tier 3 sub. Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome. You're awesome. Because unlike with Magic the Gathering, each set is a complete experience. In PoE, you need to know every single prior release. That is such a good point. That is such a good point. I don't know if you need every other release. Like, let's think about this a bit. Like, would you need to know everything? I guess you do. Like, I'm playing the game. I haven't played every release. I know of them, and I've had to like educate myself. But you know, I feel like I've done a good job at that. Do I need to know every single one of these releases? Yeah, I feel like the thing about Path of Exile is like someone said it's big brain earlier on, and like I completely agree with that. It is actually big brain, to the point where I feel like I have too much in my head sometimes playing this game, trying to remember this game. Does that make sense? Like trying to remember all this stuff. Like it's not enough to learn how to craft and to know da da da, but you also need to remember what items you have at all times on you. Does that make sense? Oh God, did he not follow me? Oh, yeah, you are following me. Like, you need to know your build on top of your items, which is why it actually... I think it's rewarding in this game to follow the same build league after league so that you actually reduce the amount of information you need to have in your mind at all time. Which is interesting, isn't it? To think that way. Like, if you just play the same build again and again and again, the game is going to reward you with, like, not having to keep that much in your mind at all time. When... I find that maybe a bit boring. Like even in Diablo, I try to play different builds every time just because I need a change, you know. And I think that has to do with my gaming butterfly, which is where I play pretty much all the games all the time, rather than stick to a certain game. Hey, GG Holy Taco, you won a card. Yeah, I'll be in contact with you. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be all right. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow for sure. I think. I'll get to you. Don't worry. What? By the end of next week, all the cards will be sent. Hopefully. Ooh. Wait, I want to read the comments. I saw there was an interesting issue. I did that to myself. You only have yourself to blame. Let's try that again. Due to the sandbox nature, the game offers you multiple choices for one problem. It's just these choices are not apparent from the start. Yeah, and I think it's like this impossible task of like explaining things to new players. It's just too big. It's just too big. I have used the word bloat before. I don't know if it's like... I don't know if it's the right word, thinking about it, because it has a negative connotation, and it does have a negative effect on the game, but I also believe that it has positive things on the game. So I wouldn't call it necessarily like a bloat as much as it is a ballooning of some sorts. Does that make sense? Like, the breadth of this game is, you know, I don't think it's wide. I think it's deep. You know what I mean? It's like a very big ocean. Whoa. Stick behind these. Yeah, it's the amount of stuff that you can learn. And I think you need to engage with the community to learn everything, or like at least the YouTube. And I think that's why there's a lot of people who have success on YouTube with like helping new players understand Path of Exile. Why do you think it was so? Why do you think my videos were so popular? The ones that like my most popular videos ever are like Diablo 4 player tries Path of Exile. It's because the community has like this need to help new players like kind of figure out the game. I think anyway. Ah, that was my fault, because they know what the experience is like as a new player, and so they're curious to see how someone else is gonna tackle it. The amount of comments we got on those videos was crazy. You know, every second or whatever there'd be a comment for a long time, and it was just because people were like, "Let me help you," or rage because I was picking not picking the Quicksilver flask. Oh, I thought I was good there. Nix, do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't. I used to as a kid, but I don't. Like my favorite thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is probably the anime. Hey, Sub, how's it going? You always make me go deep, Huey, sexy. Ha, dude, I died because of you right there. Thanks, Sub. Thanks for hanging out. I hope your streams today have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I mean, Sub being here is actually a good point to talk about the crafting in this game again. Hey, I did it! There is just so much to it, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with Path of Exile 2 when it comes to crafting. Are they going to simplify it potentially? I'm not saying they have to, but I feel like everything, if they release Path of Exile 2 with everything that's crafting related from Path of Exile 1 up to the first league that was ever released, basically, I think you have something super complete. So there you go. So yeah, we just have that to think about at the same time, is that the crafting in this game is so varied, and it's like it gives a lot to players. So I want Path of Exile 2 to kind of like put the brakes on that, reduce a bit the scope of like the crafting so that people can catch up. Basically, I think the biggest thing right now is that if you want to be good at Path of Exile, there is this feeling that you should have been here in 2013 when GGG first launched this game. You know, at the same time, I think it was a bit after Diablo 4. So yeah, there's a lot to think about. Anyway, that's it for today. Yo, Nix, you strictly an ARPG only dude, or do you play normal RPGs as well? I play a lot of RPGs. I love RPGs. The latest one being Dragon's Dogma, and before that being Baldur's Gate. Now, how many do I finish is the actual question. Thank you, Alpha. Nix, what are your goals this league? The goals this league was just to get really to finish the maps, and I think I've nearly done that. So yeah, that. It's just, I need more time. You know, when that meme where the guy removes sleep to make more time for their hobby, that's where we're at the moment. I hope that they do it like PoE 1, start with the basics and add more stuff for the leagues. Exactly, but instead of taking an approach that is yeah, exactly. Exactly. Where basically instead of adding on top, if Path of Exile 2 is an adding on top of Path of Exile 1, I don't think they understood the assignment, and I don't think that's what they're gonna be doing. Yeah, I think they're actually going to be I think they're going to be taking a diagonal step basically and saying, here's a good core. We're going to be adding to that core as we go along, and you know us, you trust us because of all the stuff and the leagues we've released before. So yeah, that's where we're at basically. Like, look at Delve. How much of it would you understand if you were to follow Delve's quest chain? Not much. I've actually got a video about that where I discovered Delve for the very first time, and I don't go far at all, actually. I thought I did, but I don't. When will be the next stream? Join the Discord to find out. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about what I'm working on at the moment. They also know, thanks to D4, that player need a good chunk of content at start. I think that's like all games. Like, I think there's this problem between corporate gaming environments and the corporate, AAA game space and funding, just funding in general. When I work in software engineering, and as I can tell you that there's a real pressure from higher ups to release games to get profits in, basically, or just money into the company before a certain date for shareholders, right? Like the CEO needs to make sure that every year there is an increase in the revenue of the company and the profits of the company. So if Diablo 4 wasn't ready perfectly by June 2023, let's say, because that's the end of the fiscal year, but they had to release it for some reason. Then they release it, and that's what we got, basically. It's a very hard sell to be like, we need an extra year. But at the same time, if you give the devs that time and that money, there is a higher chance that they make a better product. Cyberpunk 2077 being like the biggest, the biggest. Actually, let's go back a bit. No Man's Sky being the biggest example of this, where you over deliver. The marketing team does their marketing job. They do a great job. They market the hell out of your game, but unfortunately the game doesn't live up to the marketing. So hey, what do we got, yeah, No Man's Sky, there you go. So it's a whole thing, right? In the case of Cyberpunk, it was fundamentally screwed up and got scaled down way too massively. Well, I think the scope of Cyberpunk was crazy. Even now, I read an article that they kind of took all the devs off because they're working on other stuff. So that means that the cycle of Cyberpunk is over now. When you think about it, the scope of Cyberpunk never actually got realized. They did a really good job, and it's one of the best kind of immersive sims that there is out there, with Prey and probably Dishonored and BioShock, but still, like, the scope has had to be reduced. When a higher up says the scope is going to be huge, a bit like No Man's Sky, it's very tough to deliver. They axed 2 storylines, flying vehicles, grappling hook got axed, and the list could go on. There you go. Gordrobe is kind of listing that in the chat right now. So yeah, we kind of get the idea. It was the best game of the year, and I think right now it's gonna be a staple of gaming forever. The same way The Witcher 3 is a staple of RPG and third-person fantasy games forever. They have fixed it, but this is what early access was created for. Like, when Baldur's Gate 3 released in early access, nobody batted an eye. Like, I remember that period of time, and people were like, "Oh yeah, Act 1 is sick. Like, cool." It never got to the hype levels we have now, and so they got their funding little by little, and then they delivered one of the best games of the decade. What would have happened if Cyberpunk did that? Well, they couldn't do that because they had this promise of Sony, and we were going to make console discs, and we were going to make Xbox discs, and they had to deliver after a certain date, and so the delivery was like one of the most catastrophic of all time. So there you go. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Also, they released the Red Kit, but I can't find any quest lines made for Cyberpunk 2077, which would be fairly accessible with ease access to AI voicing at the moment. No. Can't find any quest lines made for which would be fairly accessible. I don't know what exactly you're saying, but I know that they did release the Red Kit, and it is going to be interesting to see what mods are going to come out for that game. When you think of the longevity of Fallout 4, I'm just going to pick Fallout 4 as an example. Like 99% of that is mod related, and I can't really pick Skyrim because Skyrim came out in a really good it was broken-ish, but like it was still solid when you compare it to how Fallout released. Or I'll even go further than that, Fallout 76. But if I want to talk about like mods for like 5 seconds here, the longevity of a game and a community sometimes is dependent on the mod support, and I think devs understand that, and that's why we got the Red Kit, right? But Fallout 4 is a really good example of like how long would that game actually would have lasted in terms of like its standing as a modern AAA game at the moment. Sorry. If it wasn't for the modding community. So there's also that to take into account. Oh, Skyrim was unplayable at launch, as was Fallout 4. I don't remember Skyrim being unplayable, but like I wasn't part of like in like the wider conversation on the internet, but I do remember buying it on my Xbox 360, and it was jank. But I feel like if you're not on the internet, you're much more forgiving all these things. Think about the millions of people who bought Cyberpunk 2077 on launch day on PS4, or even worse, on Xbox One, and were completely destroyed by it. And we're like, this game is shit. I'm never playing it again. And who never played it again? It's a whole thing. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm not gonna go anymore. It's fine. I can go on forever. In any case, yeah, end of the stream now. I want to talk to you guys a bit more about the channel real quick. I'll do it on this one. I'll take Meek out for a second. And where is the Knicks League? All right. Yeah, so the Knicks League is over, obviously. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who played the game and who, put time in the Discord as well. the vision that we had originally planned for it was to get as many people together, and I really appreciate that you guys really played the game with us and just were amazing. The support for it was amazing from day one. So thank you everybody so much. In terms of the YouTube channel and all that, let me take a drink of water. I'm going to be really honest with you. I've been a bit burnt out recently, and it's something that I've been trying to avoid since I started a year ago. I've been burnt out on the YouTube content I'm making at the moment is not the quality that I want to make. I started this journey trying to make to get better at writing for starters. And also because I wanted to create a body of work that I would be proud of. I know I've said a lot that I'm like, hey, I'm here and I hope I'll be able to do YouTube so I can replace my job. And of course that is like the goal and the dream. But what is the point of that replacing your job if you prefer your job to what you're doing at the moment on YouTube, if that makes sense? I've definitely took a shine to streaming, but it's taken a lot of time away from making videos, which I'm not super happy about. And because of that, my YouTube videos have suffered, and I look around and I'm discovering that I'm becoming the YouTubers that I used to avoid, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to make content for content's sake. I don't want to make reaction videos. I don't want to make drama videos. I'm okay with like opinion pieces that are well thought out, but and it makes me kind of an outlier with the Path of Exile stuff, because every successful Path of Exile YouTuber is actually a streamer first and maybe a YouTuber sometimes. And I realized that by deciding not to do that, I'm going against the grain. But I would rather be proud of the work that I put in and the work that I put out than being successful doing something I don't like to do. So yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to tell you guys. So what does that mean really for the channel? Well, I'm absolutely not. I'm not stopping YouTube. That's not a thing. I'm not stopping streaming either. We're doing this. It's happening. But I am going to take a bit more time to make better quality videos. Recently, I made a lore video for Diablo, which kind of brought me back to what I loved doing in the first place. I made it knowing it would get less than 1,000 views. And I didn't want to disappoint anybody by making a Diablo video, but it felt really nice writing a script and recording voices and, editing a video with precision, a bit more precision anyway. So there will be probably more lore videos to come. It's not only going to be Diablo, it's also going to be Path of Exile, and also opinion pieces and stuff like that. I want to stay with my finger on the pulse. But I am taking a left turn instead of a right turn. I've decided that I don't want to become a full-time streamer, because it would take away from my time making amazing YouTube videos, basically, is what I want to do. So yeah, look forward to that. Quality over quantity. Absolutely. Lore about PoE. Yes, there is so much to think about. Kid and Cat Noodle would like to have a word with you. Yeah, I know her videos are great, obviously. So I don't know if it's going to be something along those lines, but when I started this journey, I looked up to VatiVidya. Like he is still like the example that I want to follow, and I'm still trying to find my voice. I don't want to do exactly what he does, but I want to go in that direction. Nakey Jakey also, big one in there. So yeah, there you go. Now you get it. Quality over quantity is what I'm trying to make. So yeah, thank you so much. If you could just support, if you want to support me, just like I'm not asking for subs anymore. I'm just like, if you could like a video on YouTube, that'd be great. That would really help and just like help me stay to the algorithm. I think the next 6 months are going to be really rough for the channel. But I hope that you guys will stick with me. There you go. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I am now going to go downstairs and have some food and spend some time with my family. And I want to say thank you to everybody, my second family, who are here today, like helping me out with everything and participating and all that. If you won something in the raffle, I'm going to send a message to you very soon, with a code or with a need for your address or a postal address, so I can send you that divination cards. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Lots of love. You guys are the best. And we'll see you in the next one.